The truth is in everything. And everything is the truth. But the truth is not an intellectual, thought based experience. The truth is absolutely humbling, and it brings the questioner into a space of not knowing. If at any point you think that you know, then that's not the truth. When spiritual teachings say to be like a child and to return to that childlike innocence, what's referenced in those words is not knowing. Your true nature is unknowable. It just is. It's everything. And it's from that space of the unknowing, the not needing to know, that void from which all of creation stems, that I am. The ultimate desire is the I am. And beyond that desire of the I am is the non I amness, the void from which everything stems. When the questioner gets brought to non duality, and I only call it non duality because that's the only term that I found to reference most clearly this aliveness, this beingness, this oneness. When one is brought to non duality, it's an invitation to a shedding, like a snake shedding its skin, layer by layer. Letting go of anything one believes, any belief. This goes beyond the belief of what God is, the belief of what is right and wrong. It goes beyond any concept, any grasping of trying to understand where to go, what to do, how to do it. There's no rules here. This is a spontaneous arising of truth in every moment as everything. This is about living unbound. Once it's seen what the truth is, especially when it's seen what the self is, what the ego is, what the claiming energy is. That's a homecoming. Okay, that's a return into all of life. So many people that reach non-duality that are still holding on to concepts, where to go and how to get there, um, they'll begin to conceptualize what it means to be a non-doer, to be awareness, if you will. But there's no awareness in separate self. Okay, that's the differentiation I wanted to make in this video. There's nobody that could wake up. To say that there's an ego and the ego falls away and suddenly the self wakes up and has the realization of what it is, that's not what's happening, okay? There's only this. And in this, you are here, but you are here as all of life. I woke up the other day, I think it was 2 days ago. I'm very sick in the middle of the night. I had horrible stomach pains. I was throwing up, had diarrhea. It was terrible. Excruciatingly painful, actually. And so I was just, convulsing in pain physically in my bed right here behind me in the middle of the night. And it was very evident to me that the experience here that we're having is of a separateness. Okay, so I'm not negating that we're not experiencing individual preferences and physical sensations, and that there's the appearance of an individual human who has free will. Okay, that's definitely arising. Non-duality or waking up points to what's happening as free and unbound. When that pain was happening, when all the negative, horrible thoughts were happening, when all the stress was coming out, usually when we tend to be sick, our thoughts are going to those steps of negativity and suffering, more likely to go there in physical discomfort and pain. But there's no one who's attached to that happening. It's just happening, man. You're just watching that happen. That's it. It's meaningless. It has no meaning whatsoever. It's happening. It's horrible. It feels like shit. And it's passing through you. And everything's just passing through you. I don't know if you can hear the cello in the background. That music's everywhere. It's happening in space. In fact, I'm going to put it up louder. This music playing, it's all of life. It's appearing as everything. There's no inside and outside in which it appears. It just is. You have to ask yourself, are you willing to stop identifying with the thoughts? The answer is going to be no, because the thought that's hearing this says it's interested in letting go of itself, but it's not, because the purpose of the separate sense of self is to exist. Survival. And it's become this misconstrued cultural ego that societally keeps getting reinforced over and over again into such a strong, dense energy, into such a deep contraction that its identification of separateness pervades its existence like a cancerous cell. But it doesn't mean that it's bad. It doesn't make it bad that it believes it's separate, that it has fear, that it's trying to survive, that it behaves like a cancer. It may also behave opposite to that. It may also behave as a peaceful, joyful, creative human. It may be flawed and imperfect, or it may give off the sense of perfection and peace and tranquility. This has nothing to do with what's being pointed to in this video. This is talking about no inside and no outside. If you're trying to figure out how to become an enlightened human, you're missing the point. You're missing what's right in front of you. You're missing what's in everything. Some speakers will talk about the love that's in this, but even love limits it. Someone's told you what love is, what love looks like, and so off you are trying to grasp that which you think is love, but love is everything. Love is the ego, it is the separate self. If you're trying to kill off and eradicate the ego, you're missing the point. This is beyond love. This is about intimacy. And listening to these talks, it's important. It's also a contradiction because everything in this world is a contradiction. But listening to these talks might guide you into remembering